So after a stressful time trying to plan my trip to El Salvador, I finally found a flight to get there. It was the most stressful thing ever. I ended up having a whole different hatred for certain airlines after this trip. But nonetheless, I got there and I made a really crappy mosquito net attempt to put over the bed I was staying at. My dad had to step in and show me how it's done. And my grandma, of course, was looking at my pathetic attempt. I also got to see the wonderful nightlife in El Salvador. Kind of fun, not my type of music. My dad took me to see a couple of places in the community, the town that we were staying at. Definitely found it kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I'd like to drive out there. Really hot too. No air conditioning in the car. I was gonna die. Yes. So there's also people who do small things and small gestures, like put cardboard over your car to make an earning. You don't necessarily have to pay them, but definitely common courtesy to want to tip these people. Was definitely a different feeling for me. I'm like, what's this man doing? Oh yeah, the rickshaw. So the rickshaw was fun, really loud. Definitely felt like we're gonna hit somebody at any minute. I kind of was like, alright, I'm not sure if I want to stay in this thing so long. There's that man that's being this hit. Also, I kind of like that it was kind of, we're kind of crowded in there. You can see me filming right there in that mirror. Yep, hi. Also, I enjoyed the fact that my aunt had a rickshaw business in her front yard. These men would come in the morning and they would go ahead and do some maintenance, check on the rickshaws, and get ready for the day. Super early, by the way. I could hear them, and that normally woke me up, which was fine. I kind of didn't mind it. My dad also took me to see the beach, or go around that area, and we got to see some of these really nice houses. Though it was kind of hard to really make out the houses completely, because there's kind of fences and stuff, pretty tall walls or fences, whatever you want to call them, on that area. Another thing I really enjoyed was the beach. Definitely not crowded like as if you were in California. Every time I went to California it's been pretty crowded. We got to have lunch there. It was kind of cool. Very humbling experience. Definitely enjoyed it. Would go back and definitely have lunch by the beach like that all over again. And there's my cousin, my dad. I also enjoyed watching these kids play by the beach. I also saw this disgusting slug that my cousin was showing me. I'm like, how about not? That's cool, I guess. Get away from me. After swimming, we went back to the area where we had lunch and just chilled for a little bit. My grandma was awfully worried about us. She was just like kind of scolding us and saying she was worried because we were gone for a long time. But that's grandma's, I guess. There's this really awesome dog with a missing eye that kept following us the whole entire time. Really adorable guy, very clingy. But then he decided that he wasn't going to cling on to us and go with this couple who later were trying to run away from him, and he kept following, holding on strong. They're running away from him, and he just kept on going like, wait for me. I'm coming, don't leave me. Oh, is that... And then I saw this guy when I came back, and I was trying to get closer, and then he ran away, and I was like, alright, bye. There's also this maid that works for my grandma and my aunt, and she does the cleaning and cooking, and she definitely was doing my clothes when I came back. I'm like, oh man, you totally didn't have to do that. You could have done something else. I kind of feel bad. And I was like kind of lost and confused, and really didn't want her to do my clothes. And then I turned and looked at my grandma, and I don't know what she was doing. She was kind of looking off into something, which was fine. I really, like I said, a humbling experience, pretty grateful for everything. And then I saw this guy, my childhood toy. I was like, oh, awesome. Now I know where my toy went. I'm glad it's here now, still, after all these years. I also got to go to San Salvador. Got to see the city and the life out there. Definitely different than the life out here, obviously. The buildings and everything kind of reminds me of like a apocalyptic time frame. I don't know. We got to the mall and I was like, oh, this is cool. This doesn't look like anything else in the city. Obviously normal, obviously modernized, I guess. I also got to visit my uncle who has these parrots, just chilling in his kitchen. I definitely did not want to hold on to these parrots. I just watched people interact with them. I don't know, I like birds, not to hold on to them. We also went to go see like the ruins of Mayan ruins and stuff. Pretty hot, was not dressed very well. And then a lot of walking for sure. And then what's sad is that a lot of these Mayan places or spots, they're not fully excavated. They're still like buried underneath a lot of dirt and stuff. So eventually, hopefully, they make more discoveries as time goes on. I found it very interesting though that there's like the really small ones like this that aren't fully opened. We also got to go to the like one of the famous pupusas restaurant or whatever. They broke a record for making like the biggest pupusa there, and these were like one of the best pupusas I've ever had. And I ended up at the airport. That was my short trip, and that's it. Thanks.